What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Demon Reads Comics. Today we're going to do a quick comic haul, I guess you can call it. It's kind of a small one. It's only, what is it? Let's see, six graphic novels. Graphic novels or comics? I don't know what you guys want to call them. I'm going to call them graphic novels. I don't know if all comics are graphic novels or all graphic novels are comics, so you guys be the judge. I'm calling them graphic novels. Anyway, we're doing a short comic haul today. So yeah, first and foremost, let's get started with it. I will tell you where I got these from, roughly how much I paid for them, and kind of go from there. This one's kind of separated in like three different places where I bought them. So let's get started with the first one. The first one is Hellboy in Hell Library Edition. I bought this one on eBay from somebody because I could not find it on cheap graphic novels. I couldn't find it organic price books. I could not find it at in-stock trades. I couldn't even find it in Walmart, Barnes and Nobles, Amazon. Nothing. No place had this. Actually, to be honest with you, I think Amazon carried it, but they wanted like $1,500 for it. I was like, no way in hell. And so I ended up buying it off of somebody on eBay, and I ended up paying like 120 or 130 bucks for it. This is so far my most expensive book. I don't know why it's so out of print. The other ones are so easy to come across. They're like, $20, $30, or about $30, $40 a piece. And this one, it's just so hard to come across. But this completes the 7 library editions from Hellboy. Like I said, this is Hellboy in Hell. It is, let's see this real quick. I know I do this when I do the quick previews of it, but let's see. It's by, there's a lot of people in this actually. Mike Mignola, Kevin Nolan, Mike Richardson, Scott Alley, Kath O'Brien, Chantel LaRocque, Daniel Carbon, and a whole bunch of other people, which I will talk about when we do the review and the preview. It is published by Dark Horse Comics. It does have 296 pages. It does come with some binding here, as you can see here. And I believe it collects a whole bunch of little short stories, but mainly it collects The Descent and The Death Card. And just to do a quick, it looks like they went back to the original art of Mike Mignola. So I'm very excited that I got this. I believe the reason why it was expensive because when I bought it from that person on eBay, it was still wrapped up in clear plastic, so it was still brand new. And so yeah, like I said, this is my most expensive book so far that I've ever bought. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of it. Who knows? If I do, this one's going to be up there in selling price. But anyway, Hellboy in Hell Library Edition, completing my Hellboy library editions. All right, sorry about that. Setting that to the side. Excuse me. Next, we're gonna do. These two are from Amazon because they were the cheapest there. So first and foremost, I picked up Spawn Compendium Volume 7. This one is in trade paperback-ish. I guess, I don't know if you call it trade paperback or just, it's a compendium. All compendiums aren't hardcovers. They're kind of in trade paperback, so it does have glued binding. And this collects issues, where is it? Right there. Issues 302 to 305, actually. And I didn't check Jesus, let me see if I can find it here. No, I'm sorry about that. I didn't actually check how many pages it comes with it, but I believe it's like 1,000-something pages. And yeah, I don't know if they're going to continue. I don't know how many issues of Spawn there is. I believe this is the last one. Maybe not. I believe there's more, but if there is more, I'm going to continue collecting them. It is published by Image Comics. Oh wow, there's a lot of people. Todd McFarlane, John Joff, Philip Tan, Rory McConville, Jason Sean Alexander. There's just a whole bunch of people that worked on this book. So when I do the preview and review, I'll go over that as well. Let's see here. Let's check out the art a little bit. The art looks a little bit more cartoony now, which I'm actually kind of used to that kind of art. Let's flip another one real quick. Oh, this one's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't check the page count on this one, but yeah, excited to this kind of completes my spawn so far, actually up to date actually, because I got the first 6 spawn compendiums. So yeah, very excited to continue with this. If like I said, if they do have more of them, I will continue collecting them, and I think I'm going to continue collecting them in compendium because I believe for every compendium, there's slipcases and hardcovers, but for every compendium, you have to get like 2 slipcases. So by now, I would have 14 slipcases as opposed to 7, just to save room. So anyway, let's set this to the side. Next, I did pick this one up at Amazon. So the Spawn was actually cheapest from in-stock trades, cheap graphic novels, things like that. That's why I ended up picking up that one on Amazon. And this one, A Walk Through Hell, I wanted to pick it up. I think I was going to pick it up on in-stock trades, but they were from one day to the next. Like I had it in the cart, and then the next day when I was actually going to buy everything, they were out of stock, so I had to buy it on Amazon. So that's the only reason I bought it on Amazon. By the way, for Amazon or for the Spawn Compendium, I think I paid like $30 or $40 for it. This one, I ended up paying like $30 for it as well. Not the best price for them, considering the fact that most of the time you can pick them up pretty cheap, but sometimes when they go out of print or out of stock and places don't have them, you kind of have to pay full price for them or a little bit more. So I ended up, I think, paying $30 for this one. Anyway, A Walk Through Hell Complete Collection hardcover. This one is written by Garth Ennis and Garan Sood. I don't think it's actually written by both people. It's actually written by Garth Ennis. Actually, yeah. Garth Ennis, co-creator and writer, and Goran Sudzuska, co-creator and artist. And then you got Rob Steen, letterer, Eve Svorsina. Wow, that's a weird one. I'm sorry if I butchered that one. Colorist and a whole bunch of other people. I read it. I didn't do it. I saw a review about this a little bit. Very excited to read it. I've been kind of a big fan of Garth Ennis stuff, from The Boys and Preacher, and I just wanted to continue reading more of his stuff. It is published by Aftershock. I haven't heard of Aftershock actually, so that's a new one. This does have issues 1 through 12. Like I said, it's the complete series. I didn't check the number page count on this. And unfortunately, it doesn't have page count at the bottom. So I want to say it's like about 100, maybe 200 pages. Or it's not 100, it's about 200 pages, I want to say. But the art in it looks beautiful. It changes, like this is kind of yellowish. And then it goes kind of darkish. So I'm kind of excited to read this. I don't really know what it's about. But I know it has to do with some detectives and horror stuff. This is used though, as you guys won't be able to see, but when I do the preview, maybe you guys can see that. Hold on. Yeah, it's not showing up on camera, but it is kind of used because you can see kind of where it's dinged up a little bit. The corner's dinged up a little bit. Oh, and I'm sorry. It does have sewn binding. So yeah, I'm excited to read that. See what it's about. These next 3 I ended up picking up from Barnes and Nobles. It was weird because these 3 I could not find anywhere else. Like I think I found only the 3rd one on Amazon, and it was the same price as Barnes and Noble anyway. So I ended up picking up all 3 up at Barnes and Noble. Now, I don't know exactly anything about these. I kind of started getting into them. I kind of started digging the Silver and Golden Age stuff. Not the superhero stuff, but, kind of like their old school comics, just random stuff. And what I'm talking about is the EC Archives. Yeah. EC Archives, Archives, I don't know what people call them. But this is the Shock SuspenStories. I ended up picking up volume 1, 2, and 3. The first volume, let's see here, collects issues 1 through 6, has 216 pages, and it's just a whole bunch of, I think I want to say it's 6 different stories, actually, different stories completely of shock and suspense. I kind of wanted to start digging into like the Tales from the Crypt, the horror comics, things like that from back in like the 50s. And I started with this one because this, for some reason, Tales from the Crypt, when you pick up volume 1, it doesn't start with issue 1. It starts like issue 7 through something. And this one actually starts with 1 through 6. And, you know, it's actually canonical or chronological. I think that's the word. And so that's the reason I picked up, you know, these 3 first. And yeah, these have a lot of reading. You know, from back in the day, initially when these were printed out, they were black and white. So they, you know, color now, but there's a lot of reading to this. A lot of reading. And there's different creators to each one of them. This is a cool one, actually. Look at that. Different creators for each one. I think it tells you each creator when you yeah, for example, like the first issue. Oh, here we go. There's a table of contents. There's just so many people that that worked on this. So it's going to be kind of rough doing a video of this one, but it is published by Dark Horse Comics. And it is trade paperback, so it has glued binding. The unfortunate part about picking up books from Barnes & Nobles is you have to pay retail price for them. It sucks, I know, but 20 bucks for 6 issues, not so bad. But anyway, EC Archives, Volume 1, Shock Suspense. Next one is EC Archives, Shock Suspense, Volume 2. It collects issues 7 through 12, so it picks up right after the other one. Again, 6 different chapters, or 6 different comics from, you know, different artists. Again, like I said, I paid $20 for each one of these, so it kind of sucks. And it does have 216 pages like the previous one. And it also is published by Dark Horse Comics. It is trade paperback, so you got glued binding. And again, you got a lot of writing, because this is from like the Golden and Silver Age comics, so there's so much, you know, so much text to read, which is okay. This is gonna take me a while to read, but I'm kind of interested. And again, there's a lot of people that work on this, so I'm not gonna give the you know, the graders and stuff like that. It's gonna kind of be hard to do a video of this, because then I have to, you know, talk about each individual person. Like, for example, the introduction's by Grant Geisman. The forward is by Dean Kamen. Shock and Suspense number 7, cover artist Al Fieldston. And then you got the next one by Bill Gaines and Al Fieldston. The artist by Jack Hammond. The next one, there's just so many people in it so far. So I don't know how I'm going to do this. I think I'm just going to say various artists. And when I actually do the actual review, I'm just going to stop it right here so people can take a look at it. But yeah, excited to read these. If I dig these 3 and I'm into it, I might end up picking up like the whole backlog of EC Archive comics. So be on the lookout for those. I definitely want to pick up the Tales of the Crypt one. I think there's 6 volumes, but depending on how I like these, I might pick up only Tales from the Crypt and the crime one, and that's it. Or if I'm digging them and I'm really liking them, I might end up picking up all of them. Like there's the Shock and Suspense stories, the crime suspense stories, Tales from the Crypt, what is the Vault of Horrors, Tales of Fear, Weird Science, Weird Fantasy. There's a whole bunch of them. So depending on how I like these, I might end up picking them up all. And like I said, the last one I ended up picking up from Barnes & Noble and paying full retail price is Shock and Suspense, trade paperback, volume 3. This collects issues 13 through 18. Again, picking up right from, you know, chronologically from the last one. 6 different comics by different various artists. Published by Dark Horse Comics. 216 pages. It does have glued binding like the rest of them. And again, it has a whole bunch of writing, like the Golden and, you know, Silver Age stuff. Let me see if I can find a good oh, here's one. Here it is. Like this right here. This is so cool to me. And And I like that when you pick these up, they're not like normal sized single issues. They're big actually. It's almost like a hardcover edition. So yeah. Oh, and then I'm sorry. Again, they're by a whole bunch of different artists again, and I don't want to discredit them, but when I do the preview and the reviews, I will, put it there and show the people that these came up, or these are the people, so they can see all the everybody that worked on it. So that was my small haul for this one. I'm actually waiting for another big haul from Cheap Graphic Novels. It's about 7 books. Actually, I ordered those ones almost 3 weeks ago, and they're still not here. 2 of them I was actually two of the books I was already supposed to read, so they're kind of going, on the backlog of what I'm reading. But yeah, it just takes so long, at times. One of them's not going to be here. So it's actually technically 7 books from Cheap Graphic Novels, but one's not going to be here till next month, the middle of October or something like that. It was a pre-order, so yeah. Like I said, I'm interested in reading these. If I really dig these and I'm into it, I'm gonna probably pick up the rest of the backlog of the EC archives and see how it goes, see if I like them. But if if you like reading comics, you have to read some of this stuff. Like, you got to see where everything came from. So anyway, guys, that's my short haul for this time. I'm not gonna say month because I don't collect stuff monthly. This time around, I do plan on doing another big haul when Cheap Graphic Novels comes. I plan on doing like 3 more after that, and it's going to kind of wrap up a lot of things that I still want to collect, because a lot of other stuff I can read online. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys like these kind of hauls. I'll start doing more and more as they come in, and I'm just kind of waiting for kind of some of them to come in so I can put them together and do the hauls. But anyway, guys, like I said, I hope you guys like these. If you guys do, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys have recommendations of what I should read next, let me also know in the comments down below. I'll definitely check it out. If I like it, I'll check it out. If it's not something of my interest, I'll let you guys know. And if I have it, I'll let you guys know as well. All that being said, guys, if you guys been enjoying my channel, please give a subscribe, or please subscribe. It really helps my channel out. It really does. Shout out to the people that have subscribed already, that's been watching my channel, that's been giving likes. Thank you very much. It helps me out a lot. And all that being said, guys, all that to the side, take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and we'll see you guys on the next one.